Apparently, he doesn't know what a countdown means, and he shoved his mouth full of it, trying to eat before we get started.
I thought I could chew before it came
We
up.
are so non-professional, it's not even funny.
Anyway.
Hi, guys. Okay. Welcome to our stream. Tomorrow's books today. What did we do with the what today?
With a lot of great new series, I think, or something like that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because there are way too many new number ones this week that look really, really promising. And I've actually read not a handful, but 3 of them.
And we have a new setup in the store. We have our staff picks are going to be the featured and the 2 shelves next to the graphic novels.
2 shelves?
And then the children's books are there by the children's comics are there by the graphics novel, the all ages comics. And under the kids corner is now all the graphics, the all ages graphics and the young adult graphics.
Cool.
So we have a new setup. So come in and check it out.
And we just lost our light. No clapping. Now you have pointing right at me.
Yes, because you need to
be. Mine not bright enough?
You need to be glowy. Anyway, let's start off with Andromeda, and I think you have a video this week, don't you?
We do. Let's see if it works.
Aquaman Andromeda follows the story of a crew been sent in to investigate a unidentified object. We're also telling the story in a way where Aquaman is entirely new and rediscoverable. In course of this, they encounter the creature that landed into the ocean, but they also have first contact with Aquaman.
For me, the ocean is an incredibly terrifying place. And of course, Aquaman exists within that.
Everyone wants a piece of this thing, so Black Manta gets involved. I opened that double-page spread of Aquaman fighting the Kraken. Anyone who looks at that is going to go, yeah, this in itself is worth the price of entry.
You've got your big, bombastic, big action sequences, but it's also a book of very quiet moments.
Being in the ocean underwater accounts for a lot of pressure, and the things we tried to drown in our past begin to resurface.
So that's new this week. I read that. I read a digital copy. It is gorgeous, as you can see from that double page spread he was talking about there.
There's a double page Kraken fight. That's
the book is really, really good. It's by Ram V. Oh, you know what? I just noticed remind me to fix this every time. There we go.
Well, for the double page spread, I thought you left it that way because it wouldn't have shown.
Yes, it was completely intentional. But I read this earlier today. It's really good. I very much recommend it. I know some folks don't like the
costume.
Don't like the oversized books, but this artwork really, really calls for it. And I love the new look for the not new look. It won't stick around, I'm sure, but the look for Aquaman in this book.
That's cover A by Christian Ward, and this is the variant by Brian Hitch.
Now, something odd this week. This deals with a place on Earth that I had never heard of before called Point Nemo. If maybe you already are familiar with it, but it is a real place in the Pacific Ocean. It is the furthest from land that you can get on the entire planet, and because of that, it is where, when they can control where old satellites and space debris go, that is where they direct them to go and to fall into the ocean there. The weird thing is that not only this book, but a book we'll get to at the end of the alphabet is about the exact same thing, just no Aquaman. So anyway, keep that in mind. We'll get to that one in a while. But this one at least is really good.
Completely unrelated, completely different publishers, everything. It's just very strange that they came out the same week. Very strange. All right, so here we go. Archer and Armstrong #2.
That is a creepy, creepy cover.
I don't know what's going on there, but I'm not wanting to be involved in that. So Archer and Armstrong Forever. And here's your variant cover. I love when they make the shadow like
Mhm.
part of the picture. It's fun. That one's by Chris Wildgoose. All right, so here's our first. Our second, because Aquaman was a new number one. Astronaut Down. This is by Aftershock Comics.
Really cool premise, I think. Douglas Spitzer wants to be one of the astronauts selected for the crucial mission Pulitzer. And just like astronauts like Buzz Aldrin, you read.
And Sally Ride, Douglas is brave, adaptable, and self-sacrificing. He is one of the program's best candidates. But if he qualifies, Douglas won't be traveling through space. He'll be launched into alternate realities on a desperate mission to save Earth from a horrific crisis that has our world on the brink of extinction. Unfortunately, it's a mission where everything will go wrong, where Douglas's training and very humanity will be put to the test, and where a deep-seated secret could sabotage everything.
I'm very curious about this
And
book.
Andy Clark did the 1:15 ratio variant.
I'm a sucker for multiverses, so infinite or otherwise.
So this is a new publisher, Artist Elite. This is Primer Blue. We had Primer Red last week, and now we have Primer Blue. And this is all new introductions to all these new characters and stories that they're going to be publishing. Excuse me.
It's very short, 1 page, 2 page, maybe 3 at the most intros. But there's some interesting characters in there that I'm looking forward to reading more about.
And the 1/25 is the wrap cover. So this is blue, and this is red. And last week's was white. This one is black, the background. So that's how they did the difference. Savage Avengers is number 2. It's all new, all different Savage Avengers.
With dragons.
And
Or dinosaurs, I guess.
Giuseppe Camuncoli did the teaser variant. And Jenny Frizen did this variant, which I think is smoking hot.
That is a really nice Cloak
But
and Dagger.
I like Cloak and Dagger a lot. I think that's really fun.
Yeah, I don't think the TV show got the chance it deserved.
It really didn't.
Although they made Cloak way too whiny, but it was still.
I think she was a little too young for the role. Don't you?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. She seemed it at least.
The Ballad of Ronin.
Number 1.
A new number 1 from Action Lab.
I like that cover.
These are special order. So, did you hear me? These are special order.
Oh, sorry.
I told you ahead of time.
I heard you. I just didn't process what it meant.
Barbarella number 10.
A super sexy cover, although I don't care for the snake.
And this is Selena.
Another super sexy cover.
And this is the 1-in-7 incentive full art Selena.
Very super sexy covers.
It's almost like it's a picture. It's really good.
Yeah, really.
Batman is on number 124.
That one is, if you look at, I don't know if you can tell on camera, that one's almost like a picture too, really.
Gabrielle Del Otto has done the cardstock Luna Trade Dress variant. And Amy Reeder did the Pride Month variant. There's going to be several Pride Month variants for DC this week. And, Falea Bratukin did the 1-in-25.
Easy for her to say. That is a very fun, super busy cover, but I really like it. There's another one that was on Last Call this week that I couldn't justify ordering, but it was even busier. Really, really fun. This wraps up the current storyline in Batman, and 125 will begin the Chip Zdarsky run. We'll have a video for that next week.
Batman Beyond is on issue number 3. This is Neo year number 3. And the cardstock variant is by a Christian Ward.
Oh, there who did the
It is really...
who did Andromeda, but that is a really super fun cover.
I don't know what's going on there.
By the way, we have an app sync for that cover, by the way.
I already did it already.
Oh, okay.
Batman Killing Time, number 4 of the 6-issue miniseries. And Kyle New did the cardstock variant, which I love it because I love tigers, so I think that's really cool. All right, this one's special order. We are on Betty Page, The Alien Agenda, number 4.
That's fun.
And this is by Silor.
That's also fun.
Yeah.
Very different styles,
They're
but
fun. Yeah.
very fun.
Fun Betty Pages. Black Panther has a second printing. Black Panther number 5. It's by Cabal. It's fun. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Another special order. Breathers number 7. So even if you ask us about a book that we missed, when it came out, we will go back and find
Try
that for
our
you.
darndest.
Yeah, we will work until we get it. Okay, so this is the 30th anniversary commemorative edition of Cyberforce. Tell us about Cyberforce, Derek.
Oh, back in the early days of comics, when they first started printing them on fancy paper, a bunch of artists left at Marvel and created their own publishing house called Image. At the time, it wasn't an actual publisher. It was published through Malibu Comics. And this was Mark Silvestri's subtitle for the first bunch of books, Cyberforce. They are all cybernetic. Extremely popular back in the day, and apparently is now 30 years old, which is really, really, really depressing.
Brett Booth did this variant cover.
The first one was the actual
is that
cover.
A cybernetic butt?
Probably so. Cyber poop. The first cover was the actual cover from number 1 back in the day, and then these are new artwork.
And this is Priscilla Petrades.
That is, I for whatever reason, Velocity was always one of my favorite characters from Cyberforce. Probably my most favorite character from Cyberforce. But that is, I like it.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You tell me you're scared of clowns. You do realize that 2 of your favorite characters now, 3, because Touchline as well, all look like clowns?
Well, this is true. I don't have an answer for you. Maybe I'm afraid of male clowns and not female clowns. I don't know. Just because you have white face doesn't mean you're a clown. You could be a mime. Of course, I don't know that I like them any better, but...
Behemoth Comics, Sebastian Pires gives us number 3, the cover for number 3 of Dark Beach. And then from Dark Beach, we go to Dark Crisis. Who joined us? We have a viewer. Hi, viewer.
Hi, viewer.
Who is it?
We don't have any way of seeing that.
Oh, it won't tell you? I thought it told you.
But we also we have a video, so let us watch the video for Dark Crisis.
Yay!
Recently, we announced that we were doing Death of the Justice League and Justice League 75 coming out in April. Well, the thing that's spinning out of that is our big blockbuster event of the summer, Dark Crisis. Dark Crisis number 1 starts in June. And really, to me, it's a story about all these things that we love of the DCU. It's about the generational stuff. It's about the sidekicks. It's about the legacy of DCU. And I really wanted to show a Crisis event from new, different perspectives. We're going to be showcasing all of these new heroes and them having to deal with the Crisis for the first time. Before Dark Crisis number 1 starts in June, we have 2 one-shot specials that will be bridging between Justice League 75 and with Dark Crisis number 1. First, there will be the Dark Crisis 0, which will be coming out on Free Comic Book Day. It's me and Jim Chung, and we are telling a story about the Justice League and showing why the Justice League matters and why the Justice League is great and why it is such an important part of the DCU, and then how people are dealing with it, like what happens after Justice League is gone, after they lose. And then we were doing a Justice League Road to Dark Crisis one-shot special, and it's going to be showcasing what is going on in this new world without a Justice League. With Justice League 75, we had this great cover by Daniel St. Pierre, and I've wanted to work with Daniel for a really long time. but he's actually going to be the artist on the series. And the art that he is doing is amazing. The stuff that we've seen on issue 1 is so cool. It's so epic and big and really showcases some of the best parts of the DCU, and it showcases this great look at what this event is going to be. In Justice League 75, when the Justice League lose, all of these new heroes, they have to decide whether or not they're going to be able to step out of the shadows of the previous Justice League and rise up and try to save Earth Zero and try to save the multiverse. It's been really fun to see how different characters react to a crisis, how they get to react to this loss that Justice League has, and then which ones are able to really embrace it and become a better hero. So this event is going to be a very fun, different event for the DCU, and it is not going to be what you'd expect.
I like how in their DC they're using the artwork from that whatever they just showed as the fill. Folks, I've read this. I read Justice League 75, Death of the Justice League. It was a fine story. And then I read this. I didn't read the two that come in between because that's the way they gave it to us. So I admit that you probably definitely do want to read those. Having now read them, I know that for sure. Otherwise, you just sort of jump ahead in time a little bit, like a couple days. But this is a really good story. It's the Justice League we know are gone, but characters like John Kent, Superman, son of Kal-El, as his book is called.
Go back to the other. Sorry, keep talking.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a nice. The main cover is a nice wraparound cover. Is one of the main characters, as is Damian. Everybody's, well, at least my favorite Robin by far. Nothing I can say will do justice, but I really recommend this book. In spite of it being a mega crossover, it is actually one that at least the first issue, promises to give a lot of good stuff.
So that cover 8 is by David Sampierre. It's a wraparound, like I showed. Wait, I took it back. This is Greg Capullo. And then we have Jamal Campbell. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Inihuki Lee.
That's a fun one.
So is she going to be Wonder Woman or is she still going to be Wonder Girl?
I don't want to give spoilers, but neither.
Oh.
Not everybody that they asked to be part of the new Justice League, so to speak, says yes.
Bruno Redondo.
Some of them say that they need to spend more time in their own, on their own, becoming the hero that they would need to be part of the Justice League.
Muhammad Asrar did the team variant for Dark Crisis.
They do have her in two of them, don't they?
Yeah. Then there's a Jim Lee homage variant cover. So is it an homage to a whole bunch of Jim Lee covers, or is this a...
No, this is new artwork by Jim Lee. Each issue will have an homage cover by a different artist. And they had DC has a special hoop for retailers that were willing to order an excessive amount, in my opinion, of the homage covers only, in which they would get a really super cool 1 in 350 variant at the end of it all, which I would give anything for, but unfortunately I shouldn't say anything because I didn't give.
You won't give enough to buy all of the,
I won't,
hoopy things.
But unfortunately, they announced this part of the program later on, so we don't know yet who all the different artists will be. But this also is a wraparound, is it not? I guess it's not. I thought it was. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Don't wait for me.
The 1 in 25 is by Dan Schoening.
No, I'm not wrong. I'm never wrong. See, that's the front cover.
Oh, there you go.
And then it wraps around to the back cover, which is where the actual Dark Crisis logo is. Because if you notice, that is an homage to, and I guess it's an homage to all sorts of different stuff that happened in the original Crisis. Well, not the original.
Steve Beach did the 1 in 50 cardstock variant. Do we know who that is?
That is Pariah.
Spewing the blackness of the cosmos out of his eyes and mouth.
That is Pariah. He has not been doing too well since the days of Crisis on Infinite Earths, when he was forced to watch all of the different universes be destroyed. So yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but he's gone kind of aggro.
And finally, we have Greg Capullo is the 1 in 100. This is the full art foil cardstock variant of that Greg Capullo cover.
That's the regular flat version with logo. And then that's the full art.
Let's see if you can see the foil.
Yeah, you can, sort of.
Can you see?
It's hard to see it through the bag, but yeah.
The foily is kind of fun. It's foily. So let's start Crisis. So kind of excited about that starting up. Oh, well, not starting up. I mean, we have the other stuff. But anyway, Derek, Knights of Steel, number 7 of the 12-issue miniseries. They're flying on a dragon.
You know, of all the books that I've lost track of in the past year and a half, I'd probably say this is the one I regret the most. Well,
how do you say that?
Very close to. Edgecure is what I say. I have no idea.
I love the glowy hand, the lightning. That is really fun.
Edgecure does really good stuff. And you know what? Huh, that's interesting. I'm guessing that's probably supposed to be Thunder and Lightning. And if so, they also pop up in another book later on. Also in an alternate part of the multiverse. It's Pride Month, so we have DC's Pride book for 2022.
Yes, that's cover A. This is cover D. There we go. Cover B is a wraparound. Can you do the full art thing again? So people can see the whole thing.
Of course, it just dawned on me as soon as I did that. Oh, now we switch sides. That's going to be a problem. I wonder how I get us. Hang on. Don't go nowhere. Let me
pull you back up to the beginning. There we go. Now do the two-sided.
By the way, when I took us off, our sound went off.
So you can't hear us anymore?
No, you can hear us now because we're back up. But
this is the gorgeous cover.
Jen Bartel.
No, it doesn't say who did it. It's Jen Bartel.
And that is a super gorgeous cover. Originally, it was going to be a 1 in 25 only. And thankfully, DC listened to retailers who said, we could sell this cover really, really well. So they did it as a minimal trade dress. And the 1 in 25 is a full art version of it.
Foil full art.
Yeah, that's right. Foil full art version. Just seriously super sweet.
Death Dealer.
Frank Frazetta's.
Number 2. And there's Frank Frazetta's variant cover.
Actually, by Frank Frazetta. I don't know why he's the variant cover, not the main cover.
That's what I said. That's Frank Frazetta's variant cover.
Oh, gotcha.
And this is the 1 in 5 action figure variant.
It's kind of fun. I like it. Oh, got another one.
And we have a 1 in 10 by Bill Sienkowski.
That could be how you say it. Sure.
You don't think that's how you say it?
I've always said Sinkovich, but I don't have any idea.
I don't know. Number 8 for Deathstroke is second printing, and they did the connecting variants that they had for the 1 in 25s in black and white for the second prints.
Which I think looks really
looks
nice.
really cool in black and white.
I'm letting you know
What
now.
are they doing about the Batman, though? Are they going to do the Batman?
No, for whatever reason they did not. Don't ask me.
So how's it going to connect?
It connects to Robin.
Okay. I thought Batman was in the middle of the two of them.
I don't really order
Doctor
now.
Who Origins, number 1. And it's a photo cover. Spoilers! If you haven't seen Doctor Who, you don't know that there's another Doctor.
There's always another Doctor.
This is the first Doctor. And this is a glow-in-the-dark weeping angel.
How does it look? Do you take it in the bathroom? Is it really cool? Does the whole thing glow or just the outline?
Blink. No, just the angel.
Very cool.
Don't blink. Because remember, an image that holds an angel.
Oh,
I better make this off here because
I'm
an
like,
image
why are
that
you
holds an
holding it there?
angel becomes an angel. So yeah. Oh.
Why are you taking one to our house?
Yoshi Yoshantini?
I have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I don't know, but I love how she's like holding she's creating a universe. Is that
Looks
what
like,
she's
yeah.
doing? It's kind of fun. And then Simone DeMio did a full art black and white.
Also the Weeping Angel.
Also, Weeping Angel. Which it looks like a stained glass window. doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yet again, an image that holds an angel becomes an angel. Do not make angels in your stained glass window.
Or any windows.
Dogs of London, Andy Clark, cover A, number 2. And then Dune is back. This is Dune, The Waters of Canley, number 2 as well. And there's also a full art unlockable version. It's Christian Ward's artwork. I like that.
Christian Ward got a big payday this week, didn't
He
he?
did, yeah. Earth Prime, number 5 of 6. So this one is The Flash. You know that gets old.
See, it doesn't for me. I
And
wish
this
it
is
would.
the Flash photo cover, which apparently they didn't have a picture of to put on the internet.
Oh.
So you couldn't see it. But hey, look, it's
That
the
is-
Flash.
That is actually Grant Gustin.
It's the Flash we all know and love. Martin Martial has done cover number 2 for Emo Girl. Did
See,
you read Emo Girl?
I did. I finally read number 1 when I was about to pull it off the shelf because I thought this
What is
book is
reflected in her
abandoned.
knife?
I'm honestly not sure, but it was really good. I enjoyed it, and I really like the cover for number 2. I'm really curious to see where it goes. It's a vampire story.
Okay, so explain this to me. This is a one-shot. ETER. However, it's number 2.
Okay, well, okay.
It says number 2 in the description. It says ETER one-shot number 2. It doesn't say volume 2, which is what this says.
Okay, well, see, okay, that's what I was going to say. The book clearly says volume 2, and yes, I agree. You can have volume 2 of a one-shot. You cannot have number 2 of a one-shot unless you're Douglas Adams and write 2 more not books in your trilogy. But, ETER is the
It's
intention
really
all
super
along. It is that it will be a series of one-shots. If anything,
It's
begged
like
for,
an ER. It's never the same story in an ER.
if anything begged for a apparently this one's a giant ant story. If anything begged for a subtitle, I would say it's ETER. So
3 pulse-pounding tales of galaxy-spanning adventure.
from AWA. Oh, that reminds me. The founder of AWA, the money behind AWA, has left the company. Bill Jemas, who some folks who pay attention to the behind-the-scenes stuff know from his days at trying to ruin Marvel. Well, depends on your point of view, I guess. Was the founder of AWA, and he has now left to go start another comic publisher. He had a kind of snarky statement when he about the new place. AWA stands for Artists, Writers, and Artisans. Well, the new place is going to be a place where artists, writers, and artisans can do blah, 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 he said. And I'm like, dude, really? Throw some shade. But that is Bill Jemas for you.
Wow. Apparently, they didn't do what he wanted it to do.
I guess, yeah. Somebody apparently outvoted him on something.
Flashpoint Beyond, number 2. And this is Hermenico.
Hermenico. You know,
cardstock variant.
I should have had a video
And
for
this
that.
is the Jason Fabak 1 in 25 incentive variant. And this is the Ivan Reese 1 in 50. And it needs to face this way. Why don't you put me full screen again so that everybody can see it?
Keep in mind, we'll be silent. Everybody went away. But like the 1 in 25 variant for number 1, which was by Todd Knock, this one also is horizontal and features flashes running across the screen, the cover. Monkey see, monkey do.
Fortnite! Now with Marvel. So this is Fortnite versus Fortnite X Marvel Zero War. It's not Fortnite times Marvel.
With the hat. He looks, I mean, granted, he's still wearing the wife beater and has the patch, so
Ron Lim did a variant.
But with the hat, Wolverine looked a lot like Freddy Krueger.
You did, you're right. These still come polybagged with a code for Fortnite, so you can get a exclusive
skins or stuff. And there's a story if you want to read it.
Lucas Kowalski did the cover for Frankenrocker and the Jailbait Punks,
which our camera does not like.
Which is the unstoppable the unstoppable violence of punkitude.
I love the cover.
This is our new dreamer, Miranda's one of her picks. So we have a new employee. Be sure to come by and meet her. She should be here on Wednesdays and Fridays. Come by and say hello to Miranda and welcome her to the comic world. Ghost Rider. This is the third printing for number 1 and the second printing for number 2.
This has been a surprisingly good series, especially the first issue. I still love the first issue. First issue may have been maybe one of the best comics I've read so far in 2022. I really liked it. Did you ever read it?
I did. I like it. G.I. Joe. This is a special order, by the way. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, number 293. High stakes.
Before you do that. So that came out a little while, 2 weeks ago? But we have a special 616 variant called Dragon's Teeth variants. There's the full color art. What's the name of the artist?
Just says Dragon's Teeth.
Did you not put it on there?
John Jang? John.
Yeah, I will try to say it.
Giang. You tell me how to say it.
But the first one was the full art variant. Minimal trade dress, and then the same artwork, somewhat muted in color, but with red eyes, is the variant. Both of these are limited to 1,000 copies, and we also have a special price if you want to get both of them. You get a pretty substantial discount on them.
Jenny King, number 2.
Jenny Zero, number 2.
What did I say, Jenny King?
Volume 2, number 2.
Sorry, Jen.
I guess a shout out to a comic retailer out in Texas.
Zero. Justice League number 75. We mentioned this back when we were talking about Dark Crisis. This is second printing. So if you didn't catch it, we do still have some copies left. But you can also get that awesome cover that he talked about. Is the artist that does Dark Crisis. Mm-hmm. Is the second printing cover. So there you go. All right, this is Ahoy Comics. Derek, tell us about Justice Warriors.
I wish I could, but I can't. But it's by Ahoy Comics, and I've really enjoyed their stuff. Kind of like I did with Astronaut Down. It's my intention each week to try to remember to get the deets on these books so that we can actually sound intelligent when we do this. But that's a goal for a later week. All I can tell you right now is it's Justice Warriors #1.
Sound intelligent.
It's like I said, it's a goal for another week. If you want to take bets on how likely it is that we'll eventually sound intelligent and how long it will take, please feel free. You can just give your
or alternatively, you could tell us that we're much better when we're just having fun and laughing at each other. Then we won't worry about being intelligent.
Who wants intelligence and
Sounding
professionalism?
intelligence. This is #2 of the 5-issue series for Metal Society. I still haven't read number
Why
1.
did you
to read it?
Why did you feel the need to clarify sounding intelligent as opposed to being intelligent?
Because
I'm fairly sure being intelligent is a goal.
Dan put it because we already are intelligent. We just don't sound it.
Not anymore. I used to be. I was very intelligent when I was younger. And I don't even have good drug stories to tell about it or anything.
It just got old.
I just got old. Yeah.
All right, Derek. How about this one?
Really? Do I get to throw you under
This
the
is
bus
by
sometime?
Jamie Tyndall. Miss Meow.
All right. I can't say a whole lot. I can say it's a new publisher called Merc. It is by the creator of the White Widow franchise. I don't know if he's taken his ball from that publisher to start this new publisher or what exactly. I do know, oddly enough, that this new publisher, much like Artist Elite way back in the very beginning with their primer Red and Blue, both of these publishers are only available through the folks that carry DC. They are not available through Diamond or
Folks that carry Diamond.
Oh, they are not available through Diamond or through the folks that carry Marvel. So it's kind of interesting. That is just a smoking hot cover. I'm not because of this cover, which does have me a bit stumbling over my tongue. But I'm really curious to read the story and see what it's about. I didn't remember, or else I had to look for a preview. The trailer.
Monkey Prince.
I love the Jaws
Number
homage.
5.
The Jaws homage is just awesome.
And dude, it's a sea serpent and Aquaman.
And Monkey Prince.
And okay, but it's Monkey Prince, this book, so
That's true.
But
that doesn't mean he's gonna be on the cover of the book. Come on now.
but Black Manta is actually in it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is Aquaman? Well, at least we got Black Manta. We're in the Aquaverse.
I don't know what you want from me. Dotund Akande did the cover for New Men #3. And this one is special order. This is Nick's #7. And this one is by Mel Ruby.
That first cover was really smoking hot. Not that you showed it very long. Go ahead and do that one too, since that's also special order. Oh, that's right. But that's a nice cover.
Mm-hmm. Half demon, half human, Queen of Hell.
Oblivion Song from Robert Kirkman, creator of The Walking Dead. I really enjoyed this when it started up. Thought it was a really good sci-fi story.
You saw number what? We didn't say.
It is number 36.
36.
But they've got trades and collections if you want to get caught up.
Declan Shavely did the cover for One Night in Prague #2.
From Keenspot.
The Warrior Princess. Is apparently part cat.
With lots of piercings.
Okay, I'm excited about this book coming back. This is a second series in the Orcs universe. This is called The Curse. Just so you know, if you're looking for it online and you can't find it, type The Wizard, because apparently the fact that there's a wizard on cover B made them decide to call it The Wizard, even though the title of the book very clearly says The Curse. It was very hard for us to find. We were very confused.
Is that on?
It's by Kaboom.
Which is part of Boom.
It's the younger series stuff. But it's really super fun. Super fun. And there is a 1 in 10 full art variant of The Wizard. For the Orcs #1, Volume 2, #1, The Curse, not The Wizard. All right, so Derek, this is your choice for the week, right?
That is one of my choices for the week. And before we talk about it, let's watch the video.
Has been through a lot in the last year and a half. In this series, she's going on a road trip with a mission. She kind of walks a very fine line between a classic villain and kind of an anti-hero. What it ends up being is really a love story from the perspective of a villain. Harley Quinn and Ivy, I think, are one of the biggest fan favorite relationships in the whole Batverse, and I think fans of both of the characters will be pleased. We try to undo some of the Ivy myths that have developed over the years. Is she a carnivore? What does she think about environmentalism as it exists today? Marcio just took some of these ideas that I had in the script and pushed them all the way to their logical conclusion. If you read this first issue, you'll see what I mean. But there's something coming that Ivy does not expect and can't control.
This was a really good read. I read this earlier today. I really liked it. The art is absolutely gorgeous. Really love the artwork.
Humanity had its chance.
This follows Ivy after the events that have taken place in Batman, where she was near death, and to save her, they ended up giving her an extreme amount of power. But then to save her from the ramifications of that, they had to take it away. And it's made her a bit aggro. She's also lost her connection to the green, the earth as it is. So she's not a happy camper. I was kind of surprised the direction it took. It's more anti than it is anti-hero. I'm not sure at what point it will wrap around to the anti-hero, but I really good stuff. Really good stuff, and beautiful covers. The covers just don't stop being gorgeous.
And this is the Dan Mora teen variant. That is really...
The covers are amazing.
Nick Robles did the 1 in 25. And Warren Lowe did the B variant, which is then foil for the 1 in 50.
No, that's the 1 in 100.
Oh.
The 1 in 50.
Oh, sorry, that's right. The 1 in 50s all came damaged.
Yeah, we could have shown you the cover because we had to rip it off the actual books. But it's a Frank Cho Poison Ivy.
Which is really pretty.
We'll have the replacements in a week or two. If you're afraid of adding a new ongoing, I don't know if did you catch the foil? Of course,
you can see
picks
it
up reflection really bad there. But if you're afraid of adding an ongoing series to your stuff, it is currently a 6-issue miniseries, but it's their intention that if it does well, and number one has sold at least into retailers really well. If it does well, they plan it to be an ongoing, or they'll plan on extending it like they've done with Swamp Thing. We only have one more video.
Potions Inc. Number 1 from Mad Cave. I read this one. Love it. really fun.
I was really thinking this would be one on your list.
Mighty Morphin is up to number 20. And the Ben Bernardo unlockable variant is one per store, full art. We have that. Also this week is Power Rangers Universe, number 6 of 6. That's Dan Mora on the A cover. And
Okay.
Christina Kalida did the variant cover, which I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm. That's a really nice cover.
Project Superpowers is on number 3. Okay, this is an adorable cover. I like Chetsudas.
Yeah.
Elias Chetsudas has done the Invincible Red Sonja number 9 cover. That is really nice.
It is. That is very nice.
This is the Linsner cover, which is always nice. Michael always does a nice job. This is Selena. That one looks like a picture. Really does. Her picture, her art
Selena stuff
really
always,
looks like
yeah,
pictures.
looks like actual pictures.
And then there's Amanda Connors. I love her work. It's so cute. But it's very definitely not a photo cover. Quests Aside, number 2. This is on my list. I've already read it. Love it. Super fun take on D&D adventuring after you stop adventuring. So what do? You open a bar, of course. This is the B variant.
Oh, okay. What is all that's about?
That's horrible.
Sorry about that, folks. Was not paying attention that we had suddenly been spammed by comments.
And then there's a second print for cover A.
I love the retro D&D
Yes.
module cover.
Mark Ellerby has done number 3 of 4 for Rick and Morty Infinity War. There's the other part of that. See, Batman's in the middle. Told you.
Okay, well,
The connecting cover, black and white, second print for Robin.
So you go black and white, color, black and white.
Oh, he did it again. How is he getting past being blocked?
I have no idea.
Can you put him in timeout? Will that do something? Anyway, Rocketeer. Oops, this is cover A. Sorry. The Great Race, number 3.
Number 3, really? Wow.
Yep. And that was cover B. Special order. Season of the Bruja, number 3. This is a 5-issue miniseries. Fun Witches.
Fun Witches?
Fun Witches. Veronica Fish has done the cover for Skybound Presents After School.
And this will be our last video for the day. Alrighty, this is an all-ages horror anthology from Skybound. Skybound is Robert Kirkman's Image imprint. I'm really looking for. I like horror anyway, so I'm really looking forward to this. And only one cover, kind of a miracle.
Spawn is on issue number 330.
I really like this cover. Looks very homage to another Image, but I can't think of.
I love the cape that just goes on and on and on.
Really sure.
Seems like it would get in the way.
Really sure it's a Batman cover. The bats kind of give it away.
Yeah, they do kind of. This is the revolver variant. And this is the black blank sketch variant. Super fun. Number 333 is coming.
And thankfully, okay, I get that now. I was confused at first. And thankfully, so far at least, McFarlane has only decided to do white and black colored sketch covers. He's not going into the rainbow yet.
Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse number 2 has a second printing by Nakayama. They just changed the color of the background a little bit, I think, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same artwork as the main
She's
cover.
wearing a different spider outfit.
You know what? She might be, now that you mention
a different
it.
spider outfit.
Could be.
Speaking of spiders, Amazing Spider-Man is on number 3. That doesn't look good for Spidey.
No, it does
And
not.
I don't think it's ever a good thing when you rip his mask apart. This is the Skrull variant.
At least it wasn't on his face.
This is true. And then we have a 1 in 25 by Javier Guerin, which is fun. Don't know what he's fighting. Some kind of slime monster thing.
With lots of eyeballs, apparently.
And Hikuro Usuti
This
is
features
the 1 in 100.
this character, and I wish I had the name. I'm sorry. I can get it for you really quick. Just listen to Joetta babble for a minute.
I love this cover. This is like Spider Slayer, Spider Smasher. Spider Slasher is her name.
Sakura Spider, yes, Spider Smasher. She was originally created for a Marvel manga. This is her, I believe, if I understand correctly, this is her first American comic appearance on the cover. I don't think she's actually in the book, but it's a really, really nice cover. And it's a 1 in 50 variant. So it has a really, really nice price tag to it also.
Carla Pagulaya has done the cover for Star Wars, which is on number 24.
You know what? You can just watch this if you want to watch us
John Tyler Christopher
slaughter people's names.
did action figure variant. I try. And then this is the Sprouse, Lucasfilm 50th.
It's not that hard.
And the Rick Yagawa Japanese creator variant, which I think is really neat.
I like the Japanese
way
creator. Yeah, I'm liking the Japanese creator variants that they're doing on the Star Wars books.
And staying in the Star Wars universe, we have Star Wars Insider. We are on issue number 211.
Insider? I don't even...
And this is, in case you didn't know, Obi-Wan Kenobi. And this is Obi-Wan Kenobi Classic.
I'm definitely a classic. I'm definitely a classic man myself.
So we are no longer going to call them old. We're going to call you Classic.
That's it. That's what
You
I
are
am.
Derek Berman Classic.
Yes, Derek Berman Classic.
And we have one more thing in the Star Wars universe. We have a one-shot of, I can't even say this thing's name, this Wookiee's name, Kurzatan. I can't say it.
Yeah, go watch.
I still can't say it.
Watch more
I've been
if you want to
trying.
figure it out.
But there's a photo variant from The Mandalorian.
So apparently, at least in print,
Or actually, it was from Boba Fett. But
I don't think they called him this in Boba Fett, but
Kurzatan.
he was called Black Kurzatan. And apparently, we've removed the descriptor Black from the beginning of his name. I thought that was interesting when they did this reprint. This reprints his appearances in comics.
Did this make your list?
No.
It didn't make my list, but I love this book.
There were too many books this week.
There were too many books this week.
I had like 14 on my list at one point. Thankfully, you other three folks took some of those, and then I just had to make some hard sacrifices. I may or may not have gotten down to 5. We won't talk about that.
Did you put mine at 5?
Mhm.
Did I also break the rules this week?
No, you're at 5. I took one of yours away.
I thought we were supposed to be 4.
Huh?
I thought we were supposed to do 4. Oh no, we're supposed to do
No,
5.
it's 5. Yeah,
Oh.
it's been the top 5 all along.
Oh well, this is my 6th book. Sweet Paprika number 10, and there's a beautiful cover. Mirka and Doppel does all the variants for this, and I just love this. Oh, look at this one. It's so fun. And then look at this one. It's not safe for work. You can't look at it because it's behind a pink, but it's there.
It's naughty.
Not safe for work.
It's naughty.
Swords and Sorcery, Belit and Valeria,
Is this
number 2.
is number 2 also under S?
For Sword and Sorcery, yes. And this is a Mirka and Doppel cover. We like Mirka and Doppel.
Oh, here we go again.
And this is Ingrid Gala. Oh, his 5 minutes is up, apparently. Okay, so then we go to Multiversity. Is Multiversity going to be a bunch of one-shots, or is it just this one?
No, Multiversity is it's a miniseries featuring Teen Justice. I believe it's a 5-issue miniseries.
Okay. So
This is
to put it under T, and then you put it under M. So I thought maybe it was a Multiversity was going to be like Earth Prime and different.
No, Multiversity means it takes place elsewhere. Oh, that's in the wrong place. Sorry. It takes place elsewhere in the DC multiverse. It is not on the main Earth Prime, Earth Zero, whatever we're calling it these days. This is actually on Earth 11. I'm going to say this mockingly, just because it kind of annoyed me when I read it today. Apparently, Earth 11, everything is just opposite of what it is on our Earth. So if you're a guy here, you're a girl there. Seemed kind of like, can we have an original thought maybe? But it was really good. I enjoyed it. The artwork is a bit odd. No, that's not that odd is not the right word. The artwork is fine. I like a lot of the artwork. There were just a couple things that they went to the manga side of things where I don't think was necessary, because it really didn't. The rest of it wasn't that way. But I really enjoyed the story. I'm not familiar. I know a lot of the characters have made a previous appearance in a Pride one-shot from, I believe, last year. And I read the story, but as we talked about earlier in this video, I'm classic, so I don't remember much about reading that story. So they were fairly new to me. That's Robin, by the way.
It is a hot Robin.
But I really, she looks much better on the cover than she does in the book. But I really enjoyed the story. But you've got Kid Flash there front and center. You've got Supergirl up in the top left, up here.
I thought that was Superman.
No, that's Supergirl. Below her, you got crap.
No, I don't think that's her name.
No, it's not her name. Let's go across the top. You've got Robin over there on the top right. Below her, you have Clary. I think it's just Clarion still. This is the Witch Girl instead of the Witch Boy.
What?
Between Kid Flash's legs, you've got Raven. Over there by Kid Flash's knee, you've got Troy. And I'm still drawing a blank on her name. She's the leader of the team. Jump forward some.
I'm trying to find her.
You went too far. Go back. Okay, go forward.
I'm trying to find
Somewhere
her.
on this page, it gives everybody names.
Kid Quick.
Aquagirl. Kid Quick's the one in the middle.
Yeah, you said Kid Flash. It's Kid Quick.
Oh, sorry, Kid Quick. But Aquagirl is this one here. She's the leader of the team, and she is also part of, I don't know what the name of it is. It's something guild. I don't know if it's Justice Guild or what. They don't ever call it by its name, but she is part of both the guild and Team Justice. Anywho, it's a diversity, all inclusive All things that comics usually aren't. I really enjoyed it. I liked the story. I'm curious to read the rest of it. Joetta will finish looking at it in a minute.
Also has a sketch cover, so you can have yours drawn by whoever you like, your alternate gender superheroes. And Bengal did the cardstock 1 in 25, and you're gonna have to do that switchy the thingy for the 1 in 50, which is really pretty. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna make it closer to the.
Sorry. But yeah, I really like that 1 in 50 cover.
Anyway,
And
gorgeous.
That was one of the 3 books that I read today.
Special order.
All of which were that was not special order. The one she's coming up with is. But I really recommend the book we just showed you, since we're moving on already.
That Texas Blood, number 14, which starts a new story arc for that Texas Blood, but it is special order. But if you want to get in on that, we can try and get you a copy. And then we go to Thor number 26. Yeah, this is the Jeff Shaw connecting variant, and this is the really hot Betsy Cola Pride Month variant.
And in spite of my not clicking it sooner, Thor is not special order.
And Torrin Clark did the 1 in 25 incentive variant. And then, because what good is it to have Thor if you don't have Jane Foster? We have Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor.
I'm kind of curious. I mean, obviously, this book
This is a Peach Momoko variant.
is done to encourage folks who enjoy the upcoming movie to give it a try. I'm really curious why is she not also? How is she and the Mighty Thor? What's the story about?
Why is it her and the Mighty Thor instead of Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor?
Yeah, well, I mean,
That was what she was called, was the Mighty
right,
Thor.
right, and she's obviously not Thor anymore. I presume in this series as well, there's Thor. So unless like the movie where there appears to be Thor and Mighty Thor, very curious about that.
That is Carmen Sonero's Stormbreakers variant. This one's special order.
I can't do 4 things at once.
Tad Galusha has done the cover for the Time Before Time, number 13.
I wish we could get Mr. Tagalusha here to tell us how to say his name. 'Cause I bet you
Nick
Tagalusha,
Roche
not what he would say.
or Roche
See, I would go Roche on this one. That is not special order.
did Transformer Last Spot Standing.
Which has sold surprising well.
Apparently, we didn't get cover B.
For
there's
us,
cover C
surprisingly well.
and cover D.
I like
Number
cover
2.
D. Cover D is fun. Cover B is
It's very Da Vinci.
Yeah. Cover B is a transformer riding a horse.
Okay, guys. I cannot stress enough how fun this book is.
Twig is very fun.
I cannot stress enough how much fun this book
Whether
is.
you get our store exclusive cover, which is up there in the corner still, you can see it.
That's number 1. This is number 2, because it is super fun and you need to read it. It's super fun.
You really do.
And this is the Scotty Young cover. Scotty Young is writing Twig, but he also did the variant cover, which look at this, I love it. This is the Peach Momoko variant.
Super creepy eyeball. Apparently, I think she must have drawn this the day she drew the Ghost Rider from last week with the all gray black background thing going on with all the skulls, remember?
Uh-huh. And this is the 1 in 25 full art Peach Momoko. Close-up of a Bible. And this is, oops, I missed the 1 in 10, sorry. This is the Strom 1 in 10, which is the A cover full art. They're in the wrong order. And then, this is the 1 in 50 full art Scotty Young.
If you like your books to be inconclusive as to what title they are, the full arts are for you.
No, they're for hanging on the wall. They're for looking at and being
How
how
long do you
beautiful
think-
they are.
Okay,
Lucio Perillo did the
is
A cover
that all
for
the rest
Vampire
of the
Strike.
books?
Yeah.
Okay, because you see this going on over here?
I know.
I'm defying gravity.
I know you are. I kept trying to
So-
hand you a box behind you, but you won't take it.
This first I've heard about a box. Too late now. Keep going. Don't shake the table though.
This is Steven Segoya.
I don't know why she's with
Ben Caldwell.
I don't know why she's with snakes, but I love it, and I love this Ben Caldwell with her drinking the blood. Delicious, refreshing, and nutritious.
Nutritious.
Nutritious. That's how you say that. Nutritious. Nutritious. I was 100% sure.
I can't say names when you can't speak English.
I was 100% sure that was the word nutritious. I still can't do anything with
All right,
this.
so we are on Venom number 8, and Ben Hitch did the A cover, which is special order.
No.
Inahuki Lee did the B cover, which is really fun, scroll variant.
Do we need to have a discussion here on camera so everybody else can hear it too?
Well, I want the person who didn't get it to know that we didn't not order it for them. We just didn't get enough in today.
When people order books after cutoff, they sometimes don't get them the week they come out. That's the way it works. That's why we have a cutoff. If you want your books guaranteed cover price the week they come out, guaranteed barring shipping and other issues,
And damages.
then you need to order them by the last call every weekend. Sunday for DCs and a couple other publishers, and Monday for everybody else. It's on Comic Hub. It's a whole section called Last Call. You order them at that point, and you are guaranteed to get them the week they come out. If you wait, if you drag your feet, if you lollygag, if you
Forget?
if you anything. Oh, heck, here we go again. If for any reason you don't order them by last call, then you are not guaranteed to get them that week. We try our best, but we will only order a certain amount over of what we know we're going to sell.
And this is the 1 in 25.
That does not make it a special order, in spite of what Joetta
No, I just
seems to
said
think.
cover A was special order. I didn't think the whole thing was.
Up until Saturday, we still had shelf copies of the main cover for Venom. I can't help it. Anyway, I guess that's done. I'm done with my rant since somebody made me rant. I didn't get to comment on the really nice Venom covers. I like that one a lot. I'm a sucker for skulls. I don't know why.
Is this one of your picks?
Oh, and that cover, I have no idea anything about Fortnite. I know it's a video game that I will never play, but I love that cover. That is just so fun to me. Well, no, it's
purple.
the Venom thing going on there.
All I have to do is make Venom purple, and Derek's all about it.
The purple does help. I don't deny that, but that is not it. It was the artwork with the Venom looking things.
Oh, come on. His cape is purple in the 1 in 25, and you're like, I love this cover.
Anyway, yes, this is one of mine, and you know what? I should
It's
go
from
tell
Dark
you.
Horse.
Mm-hmm. And it's a book. It is. It's a book about stuff. Go
You
ahead.
forgot
We'll
to
come
pull it
back.
up?
Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to come back to that because he forgot to pull up what he needed. This is We Live, Age of Palladians, and this is number 3. And I'm sorry, this was not on my list either because it should have been, because I love We Live. I think this is super, super fun. And the Miranda brothers are geniuses, and I don't know. I don't know, but anyway, I love We Live.
Palladians?
What did I say?
You said Palladians.
It is not Paladins.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. What do I know? I can mock you anyways. It's not my fault they spelled it wrong on the book. Okay, so
Okay, go back to the ward, and now I will tell you about the ward. From the writer of Star Wars, The High Republic, comes an intense medical drama brimming with fairies, trolls, and real human pathos. St. Lilith's is a secret hospital for supernatural creatures. The personnel are overworked, and the facility is underfunded. It's a place and a life Dr. Nat Reeves thought she left behind, until a wounded woman with a tail appears on her doorstep. Okay, I need to read this one too.
see, I have
Wow, super fun.
Okay,
Where's the one with the tail?
if it's on my list, then you probably need to read it because I have really good taste.
What, have you read anything on my list?
No, because I have really good taste. Oh, kiss you. So way back, beginning of the alphabet, Aquaman Andromeda.
Yes, here it is.
Point Nemo, the furthest place, if you've forgotten from that hour and 10 minutes ago, the furthest place from land on the planet, out in the Pacific Ocean. Spaceships crashed there intentionally. Satellites. So anyways, also this week from Aftershock, we have Where Starships Where Starships Go to Die, which is also about people investigating crashed starships or crashed things out at Point Nemo. I had never before in my life heard of Point Nemo.
And I didn't know anything about it either, but this sounded really, really super fun. And this made it to my list. Where Starships Go to Die, #1 by Mark Sable and Alberto Locatelli. And he's going to pull up that so I can read it to you. But this is the Man House incentive variant. That's the 1 in 15. It's really creepy. Okay, so Point Nemo, the furthest oceanic point on Earth from any landmass, a spacecraft graveyard where rockets and satellites can be safely ditched on the ocean floor. In a near future ravaged by climate change, an African astronaut teams with an Indian shipping magnate to mount a dangerous salvage mission to recover the wreck of humanity's first interstellar starship. But what they find is beyond their worst nightmares. Mark Sable from Miskatonic War on Terror Godkillers and Alberto Locatelli, The Believers and Sink, bring you a sci-fi horror tale that will make you rethink the space race. And I don't know, I should have read that description because now I don't want to read it.
You like horror comics?
I don't like horror.
No, you
I
don't.
like dystopian. Don't
There-
like horror.
Something is killing the children.
It's not horror. It is fantasy.
Oh, well, yeah. That distinction is not going to hold up in a court of law.
It is not horror.
You realize most horror is not real. It is fantasy.
Okay, you realize that something's killing the children. They are invisible monsters.
They're still
They're not
monsters.
creepy children going, we see you. Or
There's no
things
creepy
in your
children
television
in the middle
going,
of the ocean.
we're here.
There's no creepy children in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, you don't know that. Is what that is? Nubia, queen of the Amazons.
You better not grow
If
old
you
with me.
missed
No,
the-
stop. You better not grow old with me because I will tie you to a chair
No, you will not.
and put on Poltergeist.
No, you
because
will not.
Poltergeist is the single best horror movie. Don't- you're vibrating things. Poltergeist is the single best. Least.
We're here.
I mean, it's scary. Don't get me
They're
wrong.
here. Or whatever. The little kid says that. They're here.
They're here, and then
Oh.
guess what she says in #2? They're
They're
back.
back.
Yes, Poltergeist scared the crap out of me when it came out. I loved it.
Oh. No.
It is one of the best movies ever made.
No.
And it came out the exact same time, or around almost the exact same time as E.T. And it looks like they're both set in the same neighborhood.
E.T. phone home.
E.T. could very easily have been a horror movie.
It's sci-fi.
Could have been a horror movie.
I love this cover, by the way.
Yes, Jay Lee cover are awesome there.
That's the Pride Month variant.
This is the Nubia series spinning out of Trial of the Amazons.
And if you don't know, she is now queen, and you need to read her coronary special.
Stop
her
vibrating.
Coronation special one shot, which we do still have some.
And we got in the team variant, which I don't think ever did it get on the camera?
I thought it did.
Maybe it did.
The shoes, yes, it did.
Oh,
We
that's
talked
right.
about the shoes.
That's right. That's right.
Legion of X, #2. Will Sliney did the variant. And we're going to, Marauders, #3. And David Valdion did the variant. And we're going to end with a second printing of Wolverine, #20. And we're going to end the comics because now we have to do the graphic novels. So we're going to do this real quick because we've already been doing this for way longer than an hour. This is Mother Bridge, Seeds of Change, an original graphic novel. We have the Infinity Gauntlet. We have Crossover #2, which if you didn't read the Crossover series, you need to. Really super fun. We have Swing Volume 5. And we have Tales from the Dark Multiverse 2. I'm going to take them out of the way, or we're
No,
going to stare at them?
there are too many. I can't. Here, tell you what, you pile them up here, and I'm going to work on that pile. I'll see y'all later, folks.
Off the Grid.
I am.
It's a part of Jurassic World hardcover there. And we also have a Jurassic World Junior novelization. Then we have Ham Helsing Monster Hunter. This just looks super fun. That's a hardcover too. Kid book. Let's see. This is manga. I want to do the other books first. There we go. Whoops. Let's show the front of it. How about that? Finding Gossamer. Another original graphic novel from the Gossamer Saga. That's number 1 of the Gossamer Saga. And then we have Lore Olympics, the number 1 New York Times bestseller, the number 1 webtoon phenomenon by Rachel Smith. This is Lore Olympics Volume 1.
You need to read that.
I'm going to show you the inside.
I think you'll really like
That is
I've
really,
heard.
really pretty. Pretty. Okay, and then we have Shaman King. We're on the omnibus number 25, 26, 27. There's a thick book. We have I Think I Turned My Childhood Friend into a Girl. Okay. We have Sailor Moon, Pretty Guardian, number 2. This is screwed up, but I was reincarnated as a girl in another world. It's a theme. I sense a theme here in this manga this week.
I don't understand manga.
And then there's World's End Harem. Finishing Academy. So you can turn them into a girl, and then you can send them to Finishing Academy so they can be part of your harem. Okay, Derek, what were you thinking when you ordered this week's book? And then there's Ghost Reaper Girl number 1. Wow. Okay.
Keep in mind, folks.
And then we go to the other side of the coin, which is Black Clover number 29 and Chainsaw Man number 11.
Okay, keep in mind, Derek does not read manga. Derek has never read manga. I find it highly unlikely Derek ever will read manga.
And Derek doesn't control when they come out either. I just think it's funny that all those books showed up the same week.
Also true, but Derek is in charge of ordering the manga because nobody else will do it. So we get what we get, and I can't help what. Believe me, I read these things, the descriptions every week, and I scratch my head like, what the bleepity blop are they thinking over there? Anyway. Don't even get me started.
What? Snake Man at Arms from Masters of the Universe?
Oh, I've got nothing against Snake Man at Arms. It's
and
that's an off the camera comment.
It's Transformers Dinobot Commander Grimlock letter opener. It's super fun and it's red. I want it.
It's very fun. It's very fun. I don't deny that at all. Very fun. Are you gonna somehow try to show?
I
You've
am.
got a camera up on one. Okay, I'm gonna get dark because I don't know why she put the light up there. Wow.
You're gonna put the light in front of the camera. Yeah, there you go. So you're gonna have to use your camera. So why don't you make it full screen?
With my camera?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't see. There we go.
New comic boxes this week, folks. Ta-da! That's one. That's Captain America.
That's Captain America, as it says there proudly on the side.
And number 2 is New Fantastic Four.
Which is the Art Adams team from back in the day. They're getting ready to do one of their retro series featuring the New Fantastic Four.
And that's it for us, folks.
So
Love you. Bye.
See y'all later.
Good night.
Sorry it took so long.